Okay, in this video I'm going to talk a little bit about creating a conclusion for your paper. And so at this point you should have already written your introduction, your 3 body paragraphs. In each one of those 3 body paragraphs you should have 3 in-text citations. You should have commented on each one of those. And of course your 3 body paragraphs should fit each of your focus questions that come from your outline and the original paper that you used for your research. So let's talk a little bit about writing the conclusion. So I've got here some notes that you can look at. Feel free to pause the video and look at these a little bit closer, but you can see it says restate your topic and why it's important, so that's something you should have. You should restate your thesis or claim. Now notice that I say restate. That's not saying rewrite or repeat. You restate it, so you put it in new words. You give some final thoughts on your paper, and you may even want to address some opposing viewpoints. Most people aren't going to disagree with you that voting is important for American democracy, but some people might say or might feel like their vote doesn't matter, or maybe voting might be somewhat important, but it's not really that big a deal or whatever. So you might want to address that. You might want to address some potential counterclaims to your position. Okay, that's what we call forming an argument, and this is an argumentative, persuasive paper. You are sharing facts and history and stuff, but you're also trying to defend a position, and your position, whatever it may be, it might be that voting is important, or the arts can change a community, whatever it may be. Okay, so let me show you an example here, just like I've done with the others. I'm going to show you this example, the conclusion. So let me just give this general statement here, just following the notes. It says, our nation is only strong when we are all invited to make it stronger. Okay, so another sentence that says, the terrible segregation created by Jim Crow laws kept our nation from being truly unified in its causes. Okay, so I'm going back, and again I'm just rehashing this a little bit further. It says, since then our country has grown to embrace more people from all walks of life. The diversity in our military is what makes it unique. So now I'm going back, I've got this sentence here, and now I'm actually going back and I'm touching on the military again, and I'm saying, the diversity is what makes it unique. Okay? So it says, we are easily the most diverse military superpower, and that diversity makes us strong. So again, see how I'm restating this. I'm going further into it. Now, compare this, and my conclusion's not done yet, but just compare it to my intro. Now, I mentioned the military. I mentioned the strength. I mentioned, in my thesis, I believe that the military is necessary to secure our national defense because it unites us in the common goal of freedom and promotes patriotism among all people. But look, at the end here, my conclusion, I'm not saying that again. I mean, I am, but I'm not. I'm restating it. That's what you're supposed to do. Having a diverse military helps to keep us safe and promote democracy across the globe. So again, I'm restating it. I'm not saying it exactly. I'm just putting it in new words to drive it home for the reader one final time in the conclusion. And then you can see it says, as Americans, we all share the desire to protect and promote freedom, and a diverse military helps to keep that a reality for us all. So again, I state it one more time, really drive it home, make it very clear that the diversity in the military is what's important. We need to have it. That's actually a strength. It's not a weakness. It's very important to have. That's the whole point of my paper. Okay, it aligns to the thesis, and it just wraps everything up nicely, okay? So you can see my thesis again. It connects to it completely. So that's the challenge for you now. You need to create, of course, your own conclusion to follow up your introduction and 3 body paragraphs, and make sure that you end the paper by wrapping everything up and having a nice conclusion that restates your opinion. Okay, you've now supported your opinion with facts, and so that's what makes it a research paper. It's one that has been supported. You had a position. It's supported with fact. It's ready to go. All right. Thank you.